think a lot about how humans beings are its own enemies. We are our own enemies. We ourselves are the ones who cause ourselves harm. We ourselves are the ones who cause ourselves suffering. We are the ones who cause ourselves the suffering and the need to be something else. And that experience that we realize that how when we realize that we are the ones who cause ourselves harm, everything changes just by being aware of that. So our brain, because it has memories, the ability to predict the future using past patterns, just by using those two things, we're able to see how we are the ones who cause us ourselves harm. I'm going to use two examples. So the first one's memory. How what or and how would a human being look like or behave if a human being would not have a memory? Things such as the meaning of life, being satisfied, happiness, those things disappear instantly in a second because we wouldn't really care about being happy, or we wouldn't really care about doing things, and by being able to remember allows to live longer, but also allows to live suffering more. The other thing that I want to focus on is how, because we're able, when we have the ability to predict the future, that causes brain and mental health issues such as anxiety, depression. Um, I think it was Confucius or Lao Tzu who said, if you're living in the present, you're at peace. If you're living in the past, you're depressed. If you're living in the future, you're anxious. So by being able to get rid of memory, the sense of time, and the abilities that make the brain so great, you would actually become happier or more satisfied. It's something that I think a lot about. And the other thing that I think a lot about is how sometimes, the other thing I think a lot about is how reading. So I'm a person who likes to read a lot, not because I want to know more, because I want to ignore less. But if we didn't have this perception of reality as we do, those things would not be as important because of our realization that we would need to know more because there's no necessity to understand it and make sense of reality. And a lot of people actually try to do things to impress others. So if we don't have memory, and if we don't have the perception of reality as we do, those things become those things are banished from our human being. So just some thoughts.